Welcome back to Abe Clark's World. We are still in the ATL doing the ATL Chronicles. All right. From In the Heat of the Night to Greenleaf. From the Vampire Diaries to Madea Family Funeral. This episode is about Miss Jen Harper, and she is one of the great gifts of Atlanta. I can say a lot about her, but let's just get into it.
You've entered my world. Don't be afraid to let go. 'Cause here we do the most. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
So you think I'm weak?
Mama, he's drunk.
No, that's what he said. Thinks I'm weak for staying with his daddy.
Welcome back to the show. Today we have a great show for you. We have Miss Jen Harper. Before we get to that, I would like to say thank you to all the new subscribers to the channel. All right, thank you guys so much. Please like and subscribe. Comment below. Whatever you comment about, I promise you I will get back to you. All right, let's just get into this new show. All right, I'm ready. Let's go. This is your young beginnings.
Okay.
That's what we'll call this, your young beginnings.
Okay.
You began performing at just 4.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right. As a classically trained dancer.
Tap and ballet.
All right. What was it like growing up with your first stage lights shining that early?
Oh my goodness. For me, and I have to credit my parents, mostly my mother, who was an educator. Her degree was early childhood education. But I think she saw that spark in me. I think she saw the entertainer in me. And that's what she pushed for me to do. So I think she had me in ballet and tap classes probably at 3.5. By the time I was 4, I was performing for guests at events where she was probably appearing and speaking. And I think the earliest on-stage moment for me, I played Little Bo Peep in something called an operetta at her school. If any of you are old enough to even know what operetta is, but I played the lead character. I sang a couple of the songs, and I enjoyed it, and I'm told I did well. So that's the beginning. And for me, I never saw that as a way to sustain myself for life. I saw it as something that I did then, and it was easy for me to do. I think my mother had other plans, so she exposed me to as much as she could, from tap training, ballet training, voice training, piano, etc., etc., getting me ready for whatever came my way, be it Broadway, stage, whatever. And I think that's when the bug took hold.
Wow. That bug is something else.
Hello? Why the hell would you sign a search warrant?
Really? What are you screaming about? I did no such thing.
I am holding it right in my hand.
I signed nothing. Stop them. I am on my way.
Do you miss dancing?
Yes, I do. I really miss dance. I know you miss dance.
Yes.
Dance for me was the foundation of everything. Going into a dance studio and being at the bar, focusing on body position and head position was a way of meditating for me. I can remember Isabel Torno, who had danced with the Kirov ballet, but she came and taught at Spelman. And by the time she was teaching, she was a more mature dancer, but such a delight. And when she moved her arms, your legs went where she told them to go. She was fantastic instructor. So for me, I do miss it. I miss the moments to meditate, to get my life together, not realizing that those moments that spent on the bar were also getting my body together. And I miss that.
Speaking of Spelman,
Yes.
you studied at Spelman College.
I did.
And then you trained with RADA?
It
wasn't that?
It wasn't that.
Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, it wasn't juxtaposed that way. In between Spelman and RADA, there was medical school.
Oh, okay.
And residency.
Oh my God. You were a busy girl.
And then I started working on a show that I worked on for about 5 years. And then I was asked to come and audition for RADA.
And what I didn't mention to you guys, that Jen Harper is also a doctor. You are
a medical doctor.
A medical doctor.
And I am still practicing.
And you are still practicing. And acting also, simultaneously.
Yes, yes. Doing the things I love.
From what we understand, he had a heart attack. That's all we know.
Yeah, I know that. AJ said that back at the house. But is he all right? I was with him. He was fine. I just left him.
What did your education bring to your craft?
Well, I believe for me, and I was talking to another actor about this recently, I think people who approach acting not as a whim, but as a true profession, I think you fare better because you understand all of the foundations that must be in place for you to succeed as an actor. Just as in any other profession, you have to set your foundation. If your profession is dance, then you've got to train in the classics. And then you've got to explore other types of dance so that you can be fluid in that career. As a physician, you have to get all of the basics, which takes a long time. You have to get then the next level of training. Then you have to learn to interact with patients, learn to assess patients from 1 or 2 conversations. So when you get to acting, if you approach it as though it is a profession, you kind of understand there are steps that you must take before you get to do the things you think you should be doing as an actor.
Wow.
I know for me, one of the things that I've always wanted to do and haven't gotten to do yet in the way I'd like to is science fiction. I am a fool for science fiction. I have grown up, I was a Trekkie.
So you're talking about as an actor, you would like to do science
I want to do sci-fi, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I really do. And I noticed when I started looking at the actors of my time who were really doing sci-fi, they all had a specific type of training. And that training was Shakespearean.
Right.
You know, and I started thinking, I was like, I want to do this craft. I want to have longevity. I think I need to get the real deal Shakespearean. The people whose work I really respect, that's the training they've had. So I was blessed to be able to go to RADA and get that training from some amazing actors.
Can you give us a little bit more background about RADA for those people that don't know exactly?
Okay, so RADA, and if you don't know what it is, you're like me. I didn't know what it was either till somebody asked me or told me they went to RADA, and I was like, well, what's a RADA? And they got insulted because I was supposed to know. RADA, the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art. All right. And it is where the big boys train. I'm just going to say it that way. It is a boot camp for actors. I remember the building where we trained. It had several floors. It may have had an elevator, but only one person used that elevator. And that was the, what is it? The fencing instructor who was old enough to have taught some of the really
Earl Flynn.
There you go. He had taught Errol Flynn fencing. So he used the elevator. Everyone else used the stairs. You had to be ready just to start school that day. So we would get there in time to do our first class, which probably was on the 2nd or 3rd floor. and then we would kind of float up and down the floor. So physically, you had to be in shape. If you weren't, it got you in shape. But the training was total body training, total energy training. You learn to manipulate your body's energies, and then thereby manipulate the person who is viewing your energy, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, it's boot camp. That's the deal. If you make it through there, you can make it somewhere.
Right.
Okay.
Speaking of boot camp,
Yes.
you've built a rich stage career here in Atlanta with the Horizon Theater,
Yes.
the Alliance Theater, 7 stages, and many more. What does performing in Atlanta's theater mean to you personally?
Oh my. I spent a lot of time observing Atlanta talent and appreciating Atlanta talent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so thankful that the people who were my mentors come from here. As I matriculated through Spelman, I got a chance to watch Titania Richardson, Samuel Jackson.
Mm-hmm. He was Sam back then.
He was Sam back then. Billy Nunn. I got a chance to watch them work, knowing that at some point I was going to end up there, but not quite yet. But I learned where they learned. From the ground. I walked the ground they walked on. To watch Sam do a show at Spelman, at Baldwin Barrows Theater. You know, it was amazing to watch Titania, who was phenomenal. You learned that's what it took, you know, and then you go on. So I'm not surprised that they're doing the things that they're doing in the world today, because I know where they came from and I watched them and I learned. So being in Atlanta, I got to rub shoulders with the likes of Carol Mitchell-Leon, who, God bless her, she is not with us, but she is with me every day. And I think sometimes that I hear her voice in my ear saying things that I need to be doing, because she would always, well, Jen, what are you going to do about that? What do you want to do next? It was always that voice. And if you know her, you know how she spoke. But I got blessed with that kind of association. Just, oh my goodness, you know, Susie Bass, I was talking about her earlier. I didn't realize that we had become such friends in the process of her calling me. This was towards the end of her life. But we talked and laughed about wonderful things. So she took my heart. And there's so many others I can't even name.
It amazes me, I guess because I'm originally from Los Angeles, that a lot of these people that we know that came from here, I'm amazed that they even got to Hollywood, because back in those days you had to go to Hollywood.
Go to Hollywood.
You know, and they were able to get out of here, which helped Atlanta become what it is today.
Yeah, we used, there was a group of us, Deborah Duke, Deborah Calloway Duke was among them. There's a group of us who used to say, we don't want to have to go to Los Angeles or New York to become successful in this career. We ought to be able to do it right here. Right from here. And now we're seeing those things come to fruition.
Most of the work is shot here.
Most of the work is coming to Atlanta. Many of us get to work on this stage from Atlanta. And we always knew that was going to happen. So I'm proud to be in the group. I'm proud, I'm honored to be counted among the Atlanta talent. Yes.
When I first got to Atlanta 36 years ago, it was a totally different world. And I was amazed at the faith that the Atlantans had. You guys prophesied.
We knew it was coming.
You prophesied this into existence. And I thought you guys were crazy. Coming from New York and LA, I was like, they are full of themselves. But no, it's actually here now.
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
But it is here, and it's a blessing, not just for us, but for so many other talent who comes trying to find their way in this business. It's a wonderful place to be.
What was your breakthrough role?
Breakthrough role. Okay, so I think my true breakthrough role probably was getting to play a doctor on television.
Okay, and what was that doctor's name?
As a doctor, her name was Dr. Winona Day.
Okay, so my notes are right.
Yeah, your notes are right. I played Dr. Winona Day on that television show called In the Heat of the Night. What a wonderful family that was, and became for those of us who were blessed to be able to continue to work as a recurring character on the show. It was just a blessing for us. It was a blessing for every actor in Atlanta that got to audition.
The funny thing is you were playing this doctor and you were a doctor.
I had just finished my residency. And I got to have good conversation with the producers about medical technical things that were going on in the scenes. So I actually did get to use my degree a little bit. Yeah.
I'm sure they were happy for that because of continuity.
Yeah, continuity. The writers would say, would this happen if they're having a heart attack? Yes, exactly. So for me, it was wonderful. Wow. Best of both worlds.
The Greenleaf impact.
Oof.
Playing Deacon Connie Sykes.
I don't know what you think you're doing chatting him up like that. But make no mistake, no one wants to see you running it. Not now, not next year, not ever.
She was a handful.
She was a terror.
She was a handful.
Was.
And you did this for 4 seasons, right?
I think so.
How did that role affect your career trajectory and your personal faith journey?
Well, my faith journey. Wow, that's a heavy one. So for me, and I can't remember, but 4 seasons, it kept me working. I credit the writers with giving my character something to do on that show. I got a chance to have good exchange with people whose work I respected. Keith David is one of the,
kindest people,
the legacy people on that
Love
show.
him.
Yeah. But you got to talk to him like he was, a brother, just a regular person. I got to meet, oh my goodness, Jonetta Wardrobe, top of the top-notch wardrobe specialist. And you don't get that often. I use the analogy when I started, as you said, my breakout role, I started on In the Heat of the Night. Well, I had no idea of understanding that was top of the line network production. I thought every production would be that way. I was not correct.
Right.
I was wrong. And then years later, I come back to get to Greenleaf, where they had that top of the line production. Right. The whole from, director all the way through to catering. It was an amazingly structured show. So I feel blessed to have been a part of it.
Wow. That was one of my favorite shows during that era. And I just loved how developed the characters were.
Yeah.
And your role, Miss Sykes, she was extremely judgmental.
Yes.
And
a lot of hubris, as Keith would say.
Yes.
Yeah. But it was a great role for me to stretch. You never know how people see you, how people receive you. But I think once I watched her a couple of times, I was like, oh, okay, I guess that is who she is. Yeah.
No doubt about her.
It was a great role.
You've transitioned between genres, from the Vampire Diaries to Drop Dead Diva to Madea's Family Funeral to the Terror Lake Drive. What draws you to such diverse roles?
Well, as an actor, you always want to stretch. It is the work that draws you, particularly if you live in Atlanta. I don't have the luxury of saying, I'm not going to do that.
Right.
But I am going to do that. No, if somebody sees that in me, give it to me. I'm going to make that happen. So I think the most wonderful time I've had on set was working on Zatima, playing a drug addict. And Mr. Perry saw that in me, and I embraced it and hopefully did a good job. But it was totally against type, totally against my personal character. But, you know, it made its own statement. So for me,
now, is it true? Is it true that he's bringing you back?
He brought me back in that particular show as a ghost.
As a ghost.
I was mad that he killed me in the first.
Has it filmed? Has it shown yet?
Yeah, I think it's shown. I haven't seen it, but I think it's shown. I
haven't seen it. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, I was very angry that I was killed in the first season I worked. But it's okay. They like to kill me. They kill me.
Well, let me get over here and say we'll be right back after we get a quick word from our sponsors. All right, so hang in there and we'll be right back.
Don't go away.
Today's sponsor is Box Chicken. You guys, this is me tasting the original flavor of the Box Chicken tender. It is delicious. And I just, you guys just don't know. You have to come and taste this chicken. It is some of the best chicken I've ever tasted in my life. It's boneless, it's skinless, and it's used, what they do is they cook it in the panko batter, and that's a type of breadcrumb they use to create a firmness around the chicken. Now I'm gonna try the spicy flavor. Yes, spicy is my flavor. And wait a minute, oh my God. It is earth-shaking delicious. And let me tell you, it met all, it was very spicy and very delicious at the same time. You gotta try it. But Box Chicken is the spot. It's in West LA on the corner of Pico and Sepulveda. All right, look it up, Google it, you will. All right, thank you so much for watching the program today. Please like and subscribe to the channel. This helps our algorithm. And if you have any comments, please leave them below, and I promise I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Let's get back to the program. I want to talk about the Susie that you were nominated for.
Oh, yeah.
Can you explain to the audience what that was all about?
Oh, well, the Susies have become such an amazing production in its own right. It was originally created to recognize the work of Atlanta talent on stage. Susie Bass is who it's named after, one of the most amazing, most comedic actors that lived here in Atlanta. And I got a chance to work with her on In the Heat of the Night.
Okay.
In the early days for me. But what a delight to just get to know her.
I didn't know her well, but I did know her.
Did you know her? And
She's
what a
sweet.
laugh, right? She cackled. But in the aftermath of her passing, some of the more aware actors decided to get together and create this award in her name. So over these years, oh God, it's been 23 odd years.
Wow.
It's developed into a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess it was a couple of weeks ago I found out that I had been nominated for a Susie Award for a role I played last year in A Raisin in the Sun. I played Lena Younger.
Okay.
And the actor was incredibly challenged for that role. I had played Ruth in earlier times.
Mm-hmm.
I'd even played Benitha in earlier times. But then to play Lena Younger spoke to all the years that I have put into this thing called acting, this craft. It's okay to walk around fooling yourself that it's, just been a few years. But when you're face to face with, girl, you've been doing this a long time. You know, for me, thank you very much. Um, it was a struggle. It was a struggle coming face to face with my maturity. I often play younger on stage or on camera, and coming face to face with having to be a more grounded, more mature woman was a struggle every single night for me. And I couldn't speak that, but I think my castmates understood I had struggles. And there were sometimes the words did not want to be in my head. Not that I couldn't learn them, they just didn't want to be there. And there were times when they would come out and they were just coming out. And I was just trying to get through the play.
Right.
You know?
I can imagine.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then I had some good moments in it. I think those are the times that really make an actor dig deep for their grounding, their strength. And I had to meet that part of myself face to face in doing that role. Never expected that to be considered one of my better performances. And to be nominated is like, okay, you never know. You never know. But as I worked, and I was very much a part of the Susies in the early years of its formation. So as I worked towards that end, never expected that I would be receiving a nomination for any work that I did. We were just busy trying to get it done, so we could have some way of recognizing the work that Atlanta's talent puts into the craft. So,
after more than 3 decades in the industry, how do you remain committed to your craft, continue growth, and artistry integrity today?
I think for any actor, growth, you have to continue training. You have to continue training. We can get training early on and think that's all we need, but you will become stale. I think you also have to study current work. I enjoy refreshing myself of the older work from some of the work that's done 30s, 40s, 50s by multicultural actors. I just think that's important to get in your gut and in your being. So I do that. I watch old work. I watch a lot of old movies. As I told you, I'm a big science fiction person. Now with AI, we got some amazing sci-fi things coming up, and we've got Marvel things coming up. So I watch that work.
Speaking of sci-fi, you used to watch this series called Aliens Earth.
I started it last week. Yes. Okay. I started it last week. You're right. I'm enjoying that.
Yes.
I'm enjoying Steven Spielberg's, God, I can't call the name of it. It's a new series that he's done that's actually wonderful as well. But anyway, I'm a big sci-fi buff. So I hope to be able to make some contributions in the region of, in the area of sci-fi on film or television before it's all over. I also think that, as I said earlier, people who are really, really good and have had longevity, and I look at the people who were my tutors, like Alan Rickman, Judi Dench, when I was in school in London, their careers have spanned, and they've been able to meld into different kinds of roles. And I really hope that that will be me. I try to be that. I try to bring that. But yeah, I try to study. I try to look at new work always. So, and I do train whenever I get the opportunity. Life doesn't afford me a lot of time.
Right.
But I do a lot of reading. I've just started rereading notes from classes when I was in school at RADA.
Wow.
Just to make sure I'm, staying on course.
That is so good.
Mm-hmm.
I got my master's degree from Full Sail University out of Florida. And because I went there, I can go back every month if I want to
Really?
online and retake those classes. And I do it yearly.
Oh, how nice.
Yearly, I go back and I
It's a good thing.
Sharpen my skills as a writer, as a script writer, as a novel writer. I work on it all the time.
That's good. I did my classes on cassette tape. So I have a library of cassette tapes from school, and I cherish them.
Yes, absolutely.
I cherish them, so.
Faith appears to be a strong foundation for you. How does that shape your decisions and choices in a world that often prioritizes fame over purpose?
For me, my faith is such that I keep myself surrounded in the magical, wonderful light that is God. And I try to stay on course with that. And when I say I keep myself surrounded, by that I mean I don't feel any role is going to come to me that is not for me,
right?
Even if it's just for me to do the audition. I don't spend a lot of time saying these are things I can't do. I know sometimes if I've done the same character over and over and over again, I might say, enough, I don't want to do that right now again. But I trust my faith is such that I am going to be brought the things that I should be doing, or at least should be attempting to do. And, you just step out on faith. That's all you can do. Step out on faith.
Wow.
I am surprised you're still doing her hair. Oh, she looks gorgeous.
Oh, that's just one of our little things we do.
You're lucky, V. Your grandmother hated doing your mom's hair. She used to just send her outside with this afro.
Jen.
Yes.
What's your favorite food?
Oh my God. Rice.
Rice.
I am a Carolina girl. Right. I love rice.
Do you do anything special?
Oh, I do a lot of things with rice. Yes. I am such a lover of rice that in my more recent years I've discovered I am now allergic to rice. Oh. Isn't that terrible? So I can have a little bit of rice every month without blowing up, throat closing, and all of those kinds of things. But I do love rice. Oh my goodness.
What's your favorite movie?
Okay, you're now going to think I'm weird. The Day the Earth Stood Still, the original.
Okay. The original?
The original, from the 50s. That was the first film to capture the sci-fi bug in me. Yes. Yes. From the robot to the alien, all of it. All of it. Wonderful.
Your favorite color?
Black.
Okay, and you got it all?
Black, yes.
What's your favorite cuss word?
Let me say it right.
And
oh my goodness.
When you get to the pearly gates up in heaven, what would you like God to say to you?
Oh, just well done, girl. Well done.
Amen to that. And we will see you next time.
Yes.
Abe
Clarkswirl. Abe Clarkswirl. Abe Clarkswirl. Abe Clarkswirl.
Thank you for liking and subscribing to the channel.